So yeah, it's a big boys market. You need $3,000 to $5,000, which is not a lot of money. It is to people who don't make a lot, but that's why you're at iMarkets Live, right? To learn how to trade so you can make more. So what this is, you're leveraging the entire stock market for 500 bucks margin, and we do two positions, so it's 1,000. So you only need $1,000 in cash really to trade. However, uh, we suggest to have about 5,000, 3,000 to 5,000, because you're gonna have losses. Like we may lose today a couple hundred bucks. Now my whole thing is you lose maximum 300 bucks on your end. All right, 300 bucks maximum. Sometimes 350. Okay, but you lose 300 bucks maximum on your end. I may risk more. I may lose more. All right, but based on that model of you risking 300 bucks in any one day, over the past 55, 56 trades, we're averaging around $300 a trade, or whatever it is. You know, 17,000, 15,000, whatever it is. It's a lot of money. So if you keep your risks minimized based on our ratio of wins to losses, you're going to come out net net in a positive way. Now, professionally, I have to say, there is risk to trading. You can lose your money, and is what it is. You can lose your money. So EUR AUD, Erica, we gave that last night in the London session. It went down to the zone and went up. So I'm not sure what you were doing, but Vince, the futures contract, the value is 100,000. So it's 50 times the value. So you have $100,000 in leverage. Okay, the leverage is 100,000. So you put up, $500 of margin to control $100,000. All right. But we say to have for two positions, which is 1,000, which means you're leveraging 200,000, is to have 5,000, 3,000, 4, 5,000 in an account to trade it. Okay. No, you can't lose more than you invest, Paul. You can't. No matter how fast the market whipped, you can't lose it. But you can't. It's our risk is so small, Paul. It's a couple hundred bucks. Yeah, it's 200 to 1 actually leverage. If you really want to look at it, it's 200 to 1 if you really want to look at it. Yeah, that's the confirmations, Joris. So if you go here, tools, options, right here where it says confirm order placement, get rid of that, uncheck that. And then right here, data series, come down to the bottom. I put do not plot, or else it's going to plot your trades. You don't want that. NinjaTrader is originally a platform, and they had recently bought Mirrors Futures last year. So they became a futures broker also. But they sell their platform. It's going to cost you 50, 60 bucks a month, you know, at some point when you're trading it live. So they got you in using the platform. Now they charge you to use it as a broker, Um, I'm looking at the downside. The market's going to open up high. You know, the market closed here yesterday, so right now it's up 11 points. This is yesterday's high. So more likely than not, the market's going to try to get back down to the prior day's high. It's going to try to get there. More likely than not, it's going to try to get down here. Yeah, you actually trade. The company's name is Ninja Trader. There's a few companies out there that you could put money with. But you set up with the broker, and once you're set up, you can trade live. It's different. There's like $4 in commissions. It's a one tick spread. Each tick is $12.50. There's 4 ticks on a point, so 1 point is $50 per contract. Like right now, I have no edge. I'm not sure what the market really wants to do here. It's pretty dead. Yeah, I'm still watching the CADJPY. Still have it up there to watch. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this godforsaken this Hotcom. I gotta get rid of it. It's just horrible. So I'm gonna be working with Zoom. No, no, no. Oh, and no, 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 no FXCM for futures, man. No FXCM for futures. FXCM is a forex broker. Of course. Look at my screen, man. That's not FXCM. That's Ninja Trader. Marco, the EUR AUD was a buy last night. Went up a lot higher. You guys should be way into profits, you know. Oh, and with the futures, use Ninja Trader. Okay, Ninja Trader is a good broker. You can use them. For the forex market, you want to use uh, FXCM or Trader's Way or whatever. You know, forex broker for forex broker. Yes, Ninja Trader is also a broker. They're a platform, and then they bought a brokerage, so they have Ninja Trader brokerage now. This is about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'm watching the futures on the sell side, watching to see if they can come under this line here. Just not sure about that. $65.50 seems to be the line that we want to watch. Yeah, it costs about $4. The spread's $12.50. You got a one tick spread, $12.50. Guys, you see this right here? This CADJPY is doing nothing. Just exit the trade. It's literally doing nothing. All right, it's literally where it was when we talked to sell it. So right here, guys, CADJPY. All right, sell it. I mean, exit it. Exit the trade if you're in the CADJPY. We're calling to exit. It's done literally nothing. All right, so I don't want any risk on the table with any more Forex. If you had traded with us last night, all right, we called the buys. We gave you buy areas and sell areas across the board, where to trade these markets. And those had set up. Those are nice. But this morning in live room, we were just doing some follow through, and we did give the CADJPY. The thing is, it's not moving. So just exit CADJPY, and that's the last I'm going to talk about it. Okay? So, bang. Forex is off the table. All right? We're not looking at Forex anymore. There's news dropping in 6 minutes. Well, the market's opening in 6 minutes. The S&P futures are a 24-hour market, but it's based on the U.S. stock market. Since it's based on the U.S. stock market, it technically opens at 9:30. Right now, I'm looking at the 15-minute chart here, the 1-minute chart here. I'm looking at yesterday's high and low, yesterday's low, yesterday's high. The market has opened again last night right after it closed in the afternoon. Opened again, went all the way up, has made a little ABC corrective wave down. It's in an uptrending environment now. The question is, because it's going to quote unquote open here, the target should be down here at the prior day's close. So we're watching to see if the gap sustains itself and continues, because you have to look at it as though all this data here doesn't exist. Market technically closed here, so overnight everything went up. So we're looking at a 24-hour chart, but on a day session level, there is no data here. So on a day session, so we're looking at a 24-hour market. So that's what everybody looks at. But technically, this is where the high is. The market's going to open here at 9:30. Okay, New York time, and possibly do we go back to prior day's high, which is yesterday, or does the market sustain itself and want to make a whole nother leg to the upside? So this is what we're watching. I think we have to just be a little patient here, guys. All right, got 2 minutes until the market actually opens. The question is, does it fail from here or not? I mean, I would be a betting man. I would look at this right here as where resistance should be. And if the market breaks under this area, then we would expect a whole flush to the downside. So what I would expect is below this area to break. If it does, then the risk would be up here. Right now, we don't have any trades on. That's what I'm watching. We're watching this market's opening right now, 9:30 Eastern time. The U.S. stock market opens, so it's going to affect the futures, and that's what we're looking at. The futures is what we're looking at. You're leveraging 50 times the value. So you have 100,000 in value for $500 margin. We do 2 contracts, so around $1,000 a margin. That's what it costs in terms of cash to trade this. But we typically say use anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 to trade the futures. Don't just jump in with a couple $100. You can't do that. It's a big boys game. And then when you're trading, you have to have the right mindset that you're going to lose
Order pending.
$300, $400 in a day on a trade. It can happen. So version 7 we're using. But if you're not ready to lose, a few $100, then the futures are not for you, because you may see me lose here. All right, our winning success is 85%, and average win is about $200, $300 or something like that. But you may lose, and we go into every trade saying, look, if we trade today, you possibly can lose $300. I don't want anybody coming in thinking there's a get-rich-quick scheme. Futures is hard. Nothing's easy about it. And you want to have the right mindset.
Order filled.
So we're watching to see if this market goes too far here. It's been in an uptrending market. It's very strong overnight. Very strong overnight. So the market shut off yesterday. Day session stopped around 4:15 Eastern. And since then, overnight, they've gone pretty high to the upside. So that's a positive for the market. But the fact that they're above yesterday's highs, it left this what they call a gap. Like right now, technically, there is nothing here. So let me see if I could show you what I mean. All right, let me show you what I mean. So if I go regular trading hours, right? If I go regular trading hours, you could see that this is yesterday's close. This is today's open. So the overnight session disappears. The overnight session is what we call the Globex. And I put it back. All right. So all that data is really not there for people that look at the day session. But we look at the 24-hour session. You see that? Yes. So it's called a gap. So this market's been strong. extremely, extremely strong. So normally we've already in a trade, but this morning, not so confident. Okay, really, I'm not so confident, guys. More or less, you just got to sit back and let it speak to us. Let it give us some direction. Right now, it's not. It looks as though we could actually have a sell up here. Maybe even risk to the highs up here. Looks like that first test up isn't really getting too far. I don't know. My thing is I'd like to let them pick a direction, then we deal with it. But right now
Target
it's
filled.
so high above yesterday's high. I'm more on the bearish side, meaning I think it can go down, but you know, can't cash that check in, right? We were down here yesterday looking at the 50% line, and we said above this point can be very bullish, and it stayed there, broke out to the upside. So we may have.
Order
We talked
pending.
about this yesterday. This sideways line here. All right, so the market has broke out of it. It's extreme impulse to the upside right now.
Order filled.
Hold on one second. All right. Okay. Strong impulse to the upside, pushing above the overnight highs. This is considered the Globex high. You see that? Right here is the Globex high. So the market is testing the Globex high area. A lot of times I like to sell this area. Right? So when you push up to it, we like to sell it, but it just seems very, very strong, this market. I'm not really sure if we should sell it or not. So just been watching it. Uh,
Target filled.
Now, this may have put in a early high, so if we could push up again, it may tell us to sell it. So we're going to watch to see if there's any bounces back up again, possible sells. Normally we have a better setup early in the morning, right? Normally we're done already. But, just waiting game here. Yeah, it was like overtime for us. It is a 15-minute chart. This is a 1-minute chart. 15-minute chart, 1-minute chart. So first test up so far has failed. So from the open, the first test up has failed to continue. So we're watching now. Maybe a push up again. You never know, right? You never know. Check this. So I have to do is I go from range to range, right? And let's put in our zones.
Order pending. Not sure what to do here, guys.
It's a little bit different than the Forex markets, guys. It moves a little bit faster. Things happen right away. I just take the prior day's high and low, Ryan. That's all. Just take the prior day's high
Order
and low.
filled.
That's all. All right, let's watch this here, guys. Let's watch and see if this wants to continue up. Let's watch and see if a lower high comes into play or this wants to continue up. Let's see if it stops going here or we take out this high and we start testing these other areas. I don't know. Right here. Right here. You change it in here, okay? All right, let's just watch this, guys. I'm going to watch these levels here to see if this one, this one, this one. Let's see what happens. There we go. Now it looks better. Right here is yesterday's high. Right here, this space, this is all, that's this, okay? I broke it up into a little zone. Keeping a point risk, selling the market, tight stops, tight stops. Selling the market, keeping a point and a quarter risk. Stop to 69.75. We'll see if they want to turn down from here. If they do, great. If not, we got to risk $125. That's all we're risking, 125 bucks. All right? Small risk, guys. Small risk on the day. All right? Small risk. We're risking 125 bucks here. That's it. If it takes us, if it tests up here, we don't want it anymore. They're risking about 125 bucks here. That leaves us money that we can trade and still risk on the day on another trade if it fails. Not a problem. So we're risking 125 bucks here, guys. That's about it. Looks like it's going to stop us out. It'll stop us out here. There we go. So if it fails to continue here, we're going to short them again. So we're just going to watch. All right. Selling them again. Selling them again. Stop at 70. Stop at 70. Risking another 125 bucks. All right. So risked 125 bucks on the last trade. Risking another 125 bucks here to see if this market wants to turn down. If we lose 300 on the day, I'm going to call it quits, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to go up to here. Lost 125. This puts me at 150, about 275. Going to get stomped, it looks like. Bring the stops to 70-50. 70-50 stops. 70-50 stops. If the market fails here, I'm going to add to the position. If it turns down here, we're going to add to the position. Otherwise, we're going to take the loss on the day. That's about it. Okay? You get to see me lose. I know Chris loses. If it comes back below
Order
this line,
canceled.
I'm most likely going to add to the position on the sell side. All right? If it stops going up here, there are little divergences here. If it stops going up, I'm going to add to the sell side. I'm going to double the position. Okay? Selling, doubling the position. All right? Stops at 70.25. Doubled on the sell side, and taking a little bit extra risk here this morning. A little bit extra risk here this morning. We'll see if this plays out. If it doesn't, it's okay. 70.25 stops. Actually, we're going to go 70.50. So we added a little bit more risk in the market. And if I'm wrong, so be it. Sometimes you're the dog. Sometimes you're the fire hydrant. This morning, we're the fire hydrant. Yeah, guys. Looks like 70.50 is going to be stopped, unfortunately. All right, guys. I'm selling them one more time up here. I'm selling them double up here. Selling them double up here. Just giving it a little bit more of a shot. One more shot up here. 70.75 stops. All right. So I may go extra. You can have a limit of 300, or you can press a little bit extra with me. That's up to you. But that's what we're doing. All right. I'm looking at this market still to turn down. I'm going to add to the position if it does. All right. We like the sell side. I'm very, very strong on the sell side up here. Guys, I'm adding to the sell side up here. I'm adding to the sell side. I'm showing you how to trade. Stops at 70.50. If it starts to break down, we will stay with the sell side. Okay, bringing the stops down to 69.25, break even. Okay, I'm using about $3,000 worth of margin right now in cash. Keeping the stops break even at this point, so if the market does turn back up, we can't lose. We're up on the position a little bit. We're down for the day. Now, we don't get into too much longer term stuff with the futures.
Order filled.
We don't. Nice. These are Keltner channels. They were originally developed by a gentleman, Chester Keltner, and made popular by my former mentor and partner, Linda Bradford Rashke. So I've been using them forever. Well,
Order
the
pending.
Bollinger just expands with volatility, and the Keltner channels taking the average range over a period of time of the range high and low, and you can look back and say, okay, for the past 14 bars, this is the average range high and low, and that's basically what it gives you. But Bollinger Bands move because it's volatility. So if the market moves quick, the Bollinger Bands expand and contract. Yeah. It's being tough, right? Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if it can break here, then I'll start looking at targets. But right now, it's not feeling that it wants to break. Maybe something's coming out at 10 o'clock that's going to make this thing go whippy. Yeah, break even stops on the trades regardless, guys. Can't get hurt.
Order filled.
Put the stop a little bit higher here. Just a little, one tick higher. Just one tick higher. Even 2 ticks higher, right here. 2 ticks higher. Back to break even. Big level. You can see our little levels. Big level to break 67.50. We get below there. Got all the downside in the world. You can see our little levels. They're just supportive. Now the stop is break even now, Paul. Is that Paul Hardingham? Paul Hardingham? Is that who it is? Oh, hey, Paul.
Target filled.
Okay.
Order pending.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it wants to break to the downside. If it does, then we got a home run. You know, problem is this little area is still holding here. Really need to see it lose this whole zone. No love today. No love. No love for this market. No love whatsoever. So we limited our losses on the day, but potentially they could turn down and give us a really nice day, but we took a little loss. Right now, this week we're down a few $100, but it is what it is. Dealing with a very, very strong market, guys. I really don't know what's keeping it up here. You know, it is. It's intense, right? So it's just too strong. It's just too strong of a market. Doesn't want to give it up. You know, that 67.50 is big, right? Get below that, we're home free. I don't know. I have no idea, Paul. It's weird. The market like just picks these random spots to be at, you know? Yeah, Dallas is gonna be a one-day event. Let's see if they turn down here, guys. It's crazy. It's intense here. Unbelievable. They don't want to go down. They don't want to go down. It is what it is. They just don't want to go down, guys. Unfortunately. Maybe now? Crossing our fingers? Crossing our fingers? Nope. Mm, unfortunately, sometimes things just don't work out in your favor. I don't know, Linda. I'm thinking about 2,000 people. No, I don't have anything happening. What do you got? Larry, what do you got? How many people can be there? All right, guys, we got break-even stops here. Power Club. Hayes, I don't know where you got that information from. I don't know. Hey guys, I'm not sure if this is going to work out, this trade. I mean, the market's completely dead. You see, it's just a crappy market here, unfortunately. Yeah, this is silly to work at. This is really difficult to trade this morning, guys. Nothing's moving. I'm thinking to go back to bed. This is stupid. This is a stupid way to make a living. Yeah, we're out. Should we stop this out? Nah. Horrible day to trade. Horrible. Forex futures, nothing. Just horrible so far. This is making my mind twist, right? Jeez. They break it here, they stop us out. Well, I'm looking at a bigger move. So if we get stopped out, it's break even. If they move, got a home run, but it doesn't look like that. If we get stopped, guys, I'm going to go back to sleep. There's no reason to be here. This is silly. Took a minimal risk this morning. We got lost. We lost. No big deal. Our track record is strong. But,
Order filled.
you know, right here. There we go. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a day. I don't see any reason for us to be here. You can just see the nonsense for an hour, just 40 minutes, just doing nothing. All right, guys, let's come back tomorrow. Had a limited loss this morning. No big deal. No big deal. We'll come back tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys in the London session, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning. We'll rock and roll, but it's just one of those days. Let's not waste our time. All right. And the best thing to know about the markets, guys, is when not to be in the markets. If I could teach you anything, it's when not to be in the markets. Okay, and right here today is not a day to be in the markets. We gave it our best shot. Catch you in the morning. Rock and